Use consistent tile spacers and a steady layout plan to keep grout lines uniform across the laundry room floor. Start by dry laying tiles across the room to establish a balanced layout and note where you will need full tiles versus cuts. Choose spacers that match the grout width you want and use the same size for the entire installation. Plastic cross spacers are common and simple to use. When setting tiles into mortar, press each tile firmly and wiggle slightly to seat it, then place spacers at every corner so adjacent tiles do not shift while the mortar cures. Routinely check alignment with a long straight edge and a chalk line to detect any cumulative drift across several tiles. If you see lines veering, lift the affected tiles while the mortar is still pliable and reseat them for correction. Remove excess mortar squeezed into the joints immediately with a margin trowel or a damp sponge so that spacers fit cleanly and grout can bond uniformly later. Finish each section in manageable areas so you are not aligning tiles across a large, unmanageable surface while the mortar sets. Most installers allow spacers to remain until the mortar has partially cured and then remove them before final grouting, but leaving them in permanently can trap debris, so pull them out carefully once the mortar is firm enough to hold tile position. Use a level frequently in both directions to catch any tiles sitting high or low that will disrupt grout line continuity. Correct these by tapping down with a rubber mallet on a wood block to avoid chipping. For irregularities at walls or fixtures, measure and cut tiles precisely so the exposed grout line width at edges matches the field grout width. Use a tile cutter or wet saw and test fit each cut. If mortar squeezes into joints and hardens, scrape it out with a grout rake before grouting because hardened mortar causes uneven grout thickness. When working near laundry hookups or cabinets, dry fit around obstacles and plan expansion joints where the floor meets plumbing or cabinetry to avoid forced spacing that breaks the pattern. Keep spacers clean and reusable so their dimensions remain accurate. Worn spacers can create inconsistent gaps. Common mistakes start with inconsistent spacer use, which creates variable grout widths. Fix this by selecting one spacer size and checking placement at every tile corner as you go. Another frequent issue is not correcting tiles that creep out of line over several rows, which leads to a visible stair-step effect. Catch that early with a long straight edge and adjust while the mortar is still workable. Finally, leaving excess mortar in joints or allowing it to harden before removing causes uneven grout depth and poor adhesion. Prevent that by cleaning joints immediately after setting tiles and before the mortar cures. We run bighomeprojects.com to connect homeowners with local contractors and to help contractors find work that matches their skills and availability. We also host a discussion community where we, our members, and contractors share tips, ask questions, and solve installation challenges together.